Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Behind the Screen. This week I am going to be talking about something that I just tried for the first time this past weekend. I wanted to wait until I had tried it so that I could give you my thoughts on it. But first, so most people when they play Dungeons and Dragons or other role-playing games, they play in person. You have all your players around the table, your DM sets a scene for you, you can make eye contact, you can have a very intimate personal experience. You're physically moving miniatures around on a map or a board or 3D terrain or whatever it is that your DM likes to use, and you're having those one-on-one or group role-playing sessions where you're all there and you can read body language and you can sort of have a full sensory experience like we've talked about in some of the previous videos. Like your DM can play music or have yummy smelling candles or make you eat certain foods if that's what you're doing. But for this past weekend, for the very first time, I tried something that I have never tried before, which is I played online for the first time. Now, I know some of you are gonna say, wait, what? You've never played online before, but it's true. I've never actually played on any of the online role-playing games. And what I'm not talking about like the video games. I'm talking about things like Roll20 or Tabletop Simulator, which are great ways for people who don't necessarily have a lot of people nearby who can play with them, can play games online. So, how did it go? The thing was, this is a brand new campaign that I'm starting with a bunch of friends that I know from online. So it's not people that I haven't spoken with before, but it's people that I'm still feeling out because we're online friends. We haven't really had a lot of chances to like understand how each other are gonna really click when it comes to interpersonal related things, and it was a smallish group, which was good. So we started our game on Sunday. We are playing in Roll20. However, some of us, like myself, were rolling analog. I built my character in D&D Beyond and I could totally port it over and do it in, but I physically love dice. So I really wanted to roll analog, which was completely fine with our DM. Some people were rolling in Roll20 and we were using Discord to voice chat. We were not using any sort of video, but we were using audio so we could hear each other, which is important, I think. Now, not having played with Tabletop Simulator and any of the other potential platforms out there, this is my opinion of Roll20, it was good. It was a very excellent vehicle for being able allowing us to visualize what we needed in order to sort of understand what was happening in the world around us. However, flip side of that is that it didn't have the same, there was something lacking, there was something missing. It was really nice to be able to hear everyone, but I think not having a visual eye-to-eye contact or being able to read body language when someone was doing something or see their excitement when they rolled a really good roll or their disappointment when they rolled a really poor roll definitely led to sort of my mediocre to good experience with it. The maps were fine. I mean, I'm used to having maps that are drawn on a chess X hex map or a square map, so I can't really complain when you actually have maps that have visual terrain, whether that's roads or grass or ruins or campfires or carts. Those are all physically there, which is really cool. I mean, it is a two-dimensional terrain system, so at least in what we played in, and it was a little disappointing that the characters, the icons that we had as our miniatures weren't all the same. Some people had drawings of their characters, some people had designed their characters using Hero Forge and imported that file so that they had a visual that was that, which was pretty cool. I did that. I have a pretty cool dwarf paladin that I'm playing right now, but I think there was definitely something that just felt like a disconnect. I think putting the screen there, putting the technology there between yourself and the players, the other players and the DM, meant that I wasn't as fully invested as I potentially could be. Now, I think as a DM, I would well, one, need to learn how the system works so that I could build out things, but two, I'm not sure that it would be my preferred way to play. I really like getting people around the table and being able to read a table, and you can't do that quite as well just by listening to what someone has to say, and you know, you're gonna miss out on those cues that you get from seeing someone's body language. Yeah, I guess I'm still in the decision making phase. It hasn't even been a full week. I've only played once. It was only for 4.5 hours. I just don't know that it's gonna be my new favorite thing. That being said, technology is amazing. The fact that we could use Discord to be able to talk to one another, the fact that we made our characters in D&D Beyond and had the ability to make sure that we knew everything we needed for these 4th level characters. Some of us, having not played a paladin before, I was glad to have the little pat on the back. Hey, I know that my character sheet is set up correctly. Those are all really good things. I think that the really sort of the crux of it was that while I enjoyed playing, it wasn't as fulfilling as I wanted it to be. And I think that given time and given an opportunity to get to know the players better, it could be as fulfilling as a regular in-person game, but I'm not sure. I just don't know. I need more time to figure that out. But yeah, the characters haven't had a chance to gel. We're still learning about the world. I don't know. I don't know. And I think that's why I'm coming to you guys to say, what has your experience been like when using something like Roll20 or Tabletop Simulator? Or is there another online platform that you like for running online D&D, Pathfinder, Starfinder, whatever the game is that you're running? Is there another online platform that you use that you really like? Is there an example out there that you should tell me that I should check out so that I can make better life choices in the future? How do I satisfy this desire to play online as well as in person? Because playing online opens the whole world. Our game, I'm based here in New York. Our GM is in Scotland. We have players all along the Eastern Seaboard, but we also have Midwest. And then there's a second group. We had too many people, so we ended up breaking into 2 groups. We have people in the other group who are playing in Australia and in California, but we're all in the same world together, and our groups are working like we know of each other in the world. Like, we are 2 groups that are being sent out by the king to do this thing, or the High Lord Butterman to do this thing. So like, playing from Australia to Scotland, there's no way that we could get everybody into one room. So that aspect of it is amazing and means that playing online opens so many doors. I just wish it was even more. Like, should we add video to make it more, we can catch those visual cues, or is it just fine just being audio? Like, what I'm trying to figure out what we could do to make it feel even better than it did, because it was fun. We had a great time. We successfully defeated bandits on the road to Fenley. We explored a cemetery and found out some really weird stuff is going on in there with this like stone table that has these things, and it's very magical and we have no idea what it does. I got caught in a trap and took 2 points of poison damage, and when we made it to Fenley, we found out that most of the villagers have disappeared, and everybody thinks that's normal. Ooh. So we had a great campaign. We had a great session, and we are having a great time in the campaign. I feel like there's something missing. Am I spoiled? I don't know. All right, so leave your comments below. Let me know what your experience has been like using online versus in-person play, and we'll keep this topic of discussion open. I am excited that I finally got to play online with other peoples. But yeah, I want to know how to make it feel more like I'm there, like I do when I'm sitting around my table here and running a game or playing in a game here. So anyway, I think that's going to be it for today. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and support us on Patreon if you so desire. Many thanks to all of our online patron friends, and I will see you guys on the next adventure. Bye!